All right, welcome everybody. I just noticed that video was like a progression of my of the length of my hair with those highlighted videos. So I'm back to short.
So we'll have to update that video.
Yeah, I'll just let it keep growing long, and then it'll be up to date. I'll have my hair updated instead of the video. So hi everybody, my name is Attilio Leonardi. I don't like stating the obvious because our names are right there. There's Adrian. Adrian, who are we?
We're with Team Lally, and we do this Friday live mostly every week and bring on helpful and interesting guests to share with our followers and our friends.
Yeah, so our guest today is the direct sales leader of solar energy specialist at Skyta Solar and Roofing. So now we got roofing. And we're going to talk about why it's important to have that roofing component with PV. Provides clean power options that work for any situation. With the recent launch of the battery bonus program with HECO, Skyta is the leader in the new market with an established track record of success in customer care, reliability, and honesty. Please welcome our guest, Jacob Kissack. How do you say your last name, Jacob?
Kissack. And with an intro like that, I might want to do business.
Yeah, there you go.
Great intro. Thank you.
But Adrian, you got a question or Jake, anything you want to share with us right off the bat?
Well, yeah, I was really excited. So many of you probably don't know, but have known Adrian and Attilio and have been able to work with both of them. So we're looking forward to share how Skyta actually was just with Adrian this last week, helping her get signed up for the new battery bonus program. So we can chat a little bit about that, as I know a lot of the listeners and watchers here are really curious to know about, hey, what is this new battery bonus program? Do I qualify? Can I get in on it? And, when do I need to get in? So we can answer all those questions.
Go ahead, Adrian.
Yeah. So, I've had solar on my house for, probably 12 years. And I just noticed over time, my bill started to rise. And I thought, are my panels not clean? Like, what's happening here? And Jake was, kind enough to educate me on, what is actually happening with the panels, with technology, with electricity, and that there are new programs that have recently come out that benefit homeowners like myself that, put panels on years ago. So super excited to learn more and to get my bill back down to pretty much nothing.
All right, so let's hit it with that question. What is this battery bonus program? Do we get like a lifetime supply of AAA batteries for our flashlights or something? What is this battery bonus program?
No, it's like the last episode, like you shared last time. It's like the last episode at the end with Oprah, where HECO is kind of setting up us people with solar, like to go around like, you've got a battery and you get a battery and you get a battery. So Hawaiian Electric, since they're founded, have normally you pay them money to get power. Now is a historic first where they will actually pay you to use some of the power that you put on your house. And so really the program right now is for those kind of like Adrian who have solar panels on your house, and you will allow Hawaiian Electric to use some of the power that you produce at your house. They'll pay you for it. So it's a historic first. There is a super limited amount of time for people to get in, and there's a limited amount of money that Hawaiian Electric will give back for the power. So there's limited supply of power that they will purchase back. And so Skyta has partnered up, and we do work right alongside with Hawaiian Electric to provide our customers the opportunity to have HECO pay them for the solar power that they produce on their house. So we've had hundreds of customers reaching out, and we've already had customers installed with that new program. And it's a phenomenal new program. It's not going to last long. We just got Adrian signed up for it and set up for it. So it doesn't take long to get in, but the time to be able to take advantage of this program it's just filling up fast. So we've heard some rumors that it takes forever to get permitting and approval. What is that like? What does that look like for someone who would have to sign up?
Program.
Yeah, so they have a quick connect program. you've already got solar on your house. Typically with the new program, you've already got solar on your house. You're able to expand. So if you already have solar panels on your house, and you're like Adrian, and you know that, man, my panels are old. I want to expand my solar system on my house with the battery bonus program. You can expand it, and you can make sure that with the new program, it gets submitted, and paperwork and everything like that is super quick, because Hawaiian Electric wants to have access to the power as quickly as possible. So things don't take 6, 9, 12 months like they used to. It's super quick. We just had one get signed, and then to install was 2 weeks. So that's really fast. Now, we don't want to say we can guarantee that for everyone, but 2 weeks. We just did it this last month, and customers are super happy. So that's unreal quick for here in Hawaii for anybody who's done work in the city and county. So yeah,
that's adding a battery to an existing customer who has PV already.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, hey, let's speak to my situation. You know what I got on my roof? A roof. That's all I got on there. And so speak to someone like me that if I was to get the PV plus the battery bonus program, what's that looking like?
Yeah, so what that looks like is it depends on, every customer is different and what they would like. And but what it would look like quite simply is you get panels on your house, you get a battery on your house as well, and you allow Hawaiian Electric to access part of the storage that you've produced. You produce power through the panels, and you've stored that power in the battery at your house. And Hawaiian Electric, with this new battery bonus program, you're allowing them access to that battery storage power that you have at your house. And like I said, every house is different in how much they want to allow access to Hawaiian Electric, because you can drain your entire battery, you can drain a part of your battery, and the maximum, like Hawaiian Electric will give you thousands of dollars to have access to use your battery as power for the grid. So
yeah, so I call you today and I say, let's go for it. What kind of timelines we're looking at for someone like me that doesn't have anything on the roof?
Yeah, so we'd set up a time that works for you to come out the house. We chat. I'd show you the options, see what your goals are and what fits, and then we'd have the battery and the panels installed within hopefully the next month to 6 weeks, depending on what part of the island you're on. There are some permitting issues that, if you're in a flood zone, right, it takes a little bit longer.
Well, here's my specific question, because you're getting your audience is live with you right now. That's me.
Yep.
How long from I signed paperwork, we're ready to go. The choke point on that is your guys' availability to install, or is it the permits from HECO?
It really is city and county typically is what takes the longest. And once you get to the end of the year, of course, everybody's trying to submit their paperwork to where that, people can get this year's solar tax incentives back, because they are really, the tax incentives decline each year. So everybody's trying to do solar right now, but it takes maybe four weeks up to 8 weeks. We've done them in as little as 2 weeks, but that 4 to 8 weeks would be a great timeline to have as far as expectation to get everything done.
Let's put that in context. I know people that are waiting months with the HECO permit process. So we're not talking 6 to 12 months. We're talking a couple of weeks, whether that's 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 8 weeks.
And that's mainly because of this new battery bonus program. And when exactly did that start? And then is there an end date to this? How does that work, Jake? Yeah,
good question. So it was just opened up here in the last month, and so it's going gangbusters. It was kind of like when they said COVID was rolled out and everybody went and let's get toilet paper. Everyone is wanting this program, so it is first come, first serve. And I was encouraging you guys last time, and Adrian, you were super smart to say, let's do it today. Today is better. Today is good. Yesterday was best, because we don't know when Hawaiian Electric will hit their cap. So we want to get as many of you guys who are like, hey, I'm just even curious and mildly interested in the new program. Let's sit down, have a conversation, see if you can qualify, and make sure we get your paperwork in so that you can get into their program while there's still space, because the space is limited and the timeline, but the timeline is limited as well for how long they'll be able to offer it to the customers based on the volume of customers that are submitting paperwork.
Yeah, I want to let everybody know what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking what people who are watching this are thinking who don't have PV.
Yeah.
Like, so my example, and I got a chance to do a Zoom with Jason, and you'll either come out to the house or do a Zoom or whatever's anybody's comfort level. But I don't use enough electricity to warrant a system, the payoff trade-off, but I do want to increase my usage by adding air conditioning, because I don't have any air conditioning other than what you see right here.
Small unit. Yeah.
1,700 square foot, 4 bedroom, 3 full bath, 2-story home, 5,000 square foot lot. There's my air conditioning for the entire home. It's just my office.
Yeah,
and so I'm looking
at the lowest bill on island, folks. That's Attilio.
You know what, Attilio? I don't think that is the norm. I think you're like on the bell curve.
I'm giving them the extreme because
extreme. Okay.
Well, not the extreme, but there's nobody that out there that is going to have a lower electric bill than I will, unless they live in a studio apartment with no AC.
Right.
So where I am on the spectrum, everybody on this island is above me on the spectrum. So whatever I say and whatever my situation and where I'm starting with applies to everybody. So here's the deal. What I want to do is put split air conditioning and a charging station for an electric vehicle.
Yep.
And the point I'm making is, here's what everybody is thinking. This is a big decision. I'm going to be penetrating the roof, putting PV panels up there, affecting electric bill. This is going to be a long-term decision, not something like, like I went down and bought something on Amazon and then I regretted it and sent it back.
Yeah.
So the point I'm making is that a lot of times, like for me, adding the splits and then getting the electric vehicle and then getting the PV would be the logical sequence. But with the battery bonus program, this is creating motivation.
Do it now.
Maybe do it now, because the program is not going to be made available. That's the point that everybody watching this.
Good. You just sold yourself on it. It will be right over to get you signed up, Attilio.
Well, that's what people are thinking about. Should I wait or should I do it later? And with the battery bonus program, talk about, why is HECO doing this? What is the purpose of them doing this?
Yeah, well, the reason is that they're low on, for really two main reasons, is because they're low on storage. And it costs so much. The second reason is because it costs so much to create more storage for their, for new storage for electricity, that, they're wanting to go green, which is awesome. And I super commend Hawaiian Electric for. And so the way that they're doing that is by allowing the homeowners who have batteries and who want to install batteries to be able to be storage at their own house, to where they're not having to, build more power plants and new construction and have all of the costs that come into that. And as well, this is a green option for Hawaiian Electric, which is great. They can use solar. They continue to go solar, which meets Hawaii's plan to be totally green. And so those are the two big reasons why Hawaiian Electric wants to do this. And it's a huge benefit for the customers, because this is the first time anyone on island, and this really is for anyone, whether you have solar panels on your house and you want to install a new system, like anyone who has interest in solar right now or has solar on their house, this is a time where really anyone can see if they qualify and look into solar again, even if they have it on their house. This is a historic first to look into it again, maybe to upgrade your system to where it complies with the battery bonus requirements, or put a new system on your house that, hey, guess what? Now you can have the battery bonus and get solar on your house and get paid. And the cool thing, like I shared with Adrian and with you, Attilio, is how much does it cost to go solar currently? That's right.
Well, it's out of pocket.
Well, out of pocket, you got to have a decent credit score. So
it's 700 plus.
Yep. And there are options if you don't have 700 to be able to accommodate. But if you have a good credit score and you want solar on your house, we can install it on your house for zero money down. And that really is an awesome opportunity. So many people, I knock on thousands of doors, and when I talk to people, I got about 5 seconds to let them know that, hey, it doesn't cost you anything. So many people say, I want to wait, now's not the right time. It's too expensive. I didn't have a job this last year. I just can't think about it. And this is immediate savings at zero money down. And the way that works is you swap out your bill with Hawaiian Electric, which is high. I just talked to a guy that was over $1,000 a month. So even say that you're at $250 a month with solar, it costs $0 to install it. And then you swap your bill out for a lower monthly bill. And that's just you get immediate
win-win.
Zero down.
And it's 0% interest too, right?
If you have the right credit score, you got to have the credit.
Yeah, no, let's not dance around it. If you have good credit,
yes, you get 0%
out of pocket, and no interest on that money. That's English, folks. I know everybody understands English. We're not dancing around.
So one thing I want to touch on, because Jake and I discussed this when he was sharing with me this opportunity, is that last time when solar was real easy to get approved, it was like all of these companies just kind of rolled into our state or our town, and they're here today and then gone tomorrow. Jake, why is it that you've decided to partner with Skyta, and why is it important for our viewers to understand who this company is and that they're going to be around?
Yeah, so Skyta, like you said, Skyta's been around for a decade here. We've got incredible 5-star review, 4.5 and 5, almost 5-star. It's 4.9 stars on Google. You don't have to believe me. You can believe all the neighbors and people that we've done business with on Yelp, on Google, and we're a BBB accredited, A+ accredited business. And we do really good work, and we pride ourselves in that. That's in the name. Skyta actually means, it's a Swedish word that we found that it means swagger, and not like a cocky swagger, but like we're confident that we can help people and that we're here for the long haul. We are a local business. Like, we're not tied to some California or Texas company where we're bending the knee to what they want. Like, we are a local business. So we know that homes here, 1 in 5 homes hasn't gone solar because their roof doesn't work. Their roof, like you were saying, like you bought a new home and you guys are wanting to get solar on it, and you're like, I don't know if my roof will even, the roof quality and the integrity of the structure can allow solar because it's just so old. And you're not alone. 1 in 5 homes can't. But with our roofing, we can redo the roof and give you a lower monthly bill with solar at zero out-of-pocket cost. We bundle those together to where you don't have to pay any money out of pocket, and it's not an expense. It's an immediate savings of money every single month. And who doesn't like to save money, right?
Yeah.
It's just a no-brainer.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're just kind of we're kind of a little bit over the length of a TED Talk, just to keep people's interest, give them some poo-poos, some advertisers, some Miller Lite of what this is all about. But what they can do, and can they give you a buzz? Here's what I'm going to tell people what you can do. You can call. Is this a good number? That's up here on the screen. They can give you a call. My presentation with Jacob was very low pressure, just all about consultative approach, educating me on it. And I don't see why anybody wouldn't do that. Let's get educated on what's going on with this new program. And you've taken the time to get up to speed on it. Yes? Yeah. And I like the fact that you have a roofing company that you're gonna, because here's the deal. I've heard stories before where PV's been installed on roofs that it shouldn't have been. And then when the roof,
then it's a mess.
Not only do you have to redo the whole roof, but you got to take all the PV panels on and then get them reinstalled. You guys have that capability. If if you, let's say you come to someone like Adrian, and maybe her house is like really old, and before you add or upgrade the system, you need to redo the roof. You guys have that capability, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, we do. Yeah, we can do your roof. We can do solar. We can redo your if you need to upgrade your electrical panel because it's super old. We run into that a lot. But this, guys, I just want to make it is share. This is the one time, like, HECO has never allowed you to expand. If you put panels on your house and you were with a program called NEM or net metering, was the program until 2015. So if you got solar on your house before 2015, like Adrian, this is the first time in history where you're able to expand that system, get paid, and get batteries on your house at zero out-of-pocket costs. Like, it is a historic first. And if you're at all just wondering, like, man, I want up-to-date information, we're more than happy to share it and share the good news, because this is the one time in history where you're able to do that. So we'd love to help you out and love to serve you and see what fits for you guys and the options that you have available to you.
I think what everybody needs to keep in mind is that we are moving forward into areas or technology that hasn't existed before, and different systems and processes. HECO is a public utility. Their job is to provide every household on this island electricity at a, whatever the cost that they can do it at, and sustainable or stable electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's
while
right.
moving forward to the renewable goals that we have set. And so this is part of that process. And HECO doesn't, when they roll out a program, I notice it's not like forever, because once you don't know what's going to be the repercussions of a program until you're in it and doing it. And that's what HECO has learned from the first rollout. Holy moly, we had all these subscribers come offline, and they're not putting money into maintaining the power plants, but we still need to provide them power should it be a cloudy day or a rainy day. So how do you balance that? And that's what HECO is going through. And so this, like you said, this is a momentous occasion for them to allow people who already had the old system to be able to upgrade. Now, with Adrian's, if you needed to replace all of the PV panels to newer PV panels, can you do that, or can you only expand it?
We can expand it, and we're going to actually be out on her house and looking, and we do this at no cost. We look and we will show you, hey, you have maybe 20 panels on your house that you got installed 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Let's show you which ones are working and which ones aren't, and we'll find a solution for the ones that aren't, so that, you're able to not have stuff up on your roof that doesn't work, and as well, Adrian, you've never, when Hawaiian Electric has gone out, have you guys had power with the solar up on your house, or do you guys run out of power?
No, it all gets shut down.
That's right.
Yep.
So with the new battery bonus program, just like with Adrian and Attilio, like, when you have batteries on your house, you don't have to worry about brownouts, blackouts, or sometimes last a couple minutes. Sometimes they last a couple hours. In April, we had them last for days with all the flooding up north. And you don't ever have to worry about being out of power. You'll always have power at your house, and have that backup to where your food stays cold, your lights stay on, your AC is running, so you're not sweating throughout the day and not being able to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Or especially those people who have medical devices that, like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure that this is my CPAP machine. It needs to stay on through the night so that I'm breathing. You're going to want to get batteries on your house to where you can always have.
That's definitely, life or death situation. In fact, after your presentation, I know I'll mention it again, but my electricity went out from 3:30 in the afternoon to 12:30 midnight. And it was so weird because the neighbors across the way were on and behind me, but a whole strip all the way down to the end of the cul-de-sac was out for a long time. That was almost 8, 9, 10 hours. Yeah. So, and anyway, and what I was really bummed out is I couldn't continue to binge watch Downtown Abbey on Netflix anymore. I had to go out and look at the stars.
What a shame. Yeah.
So Anyway, if anybody wants to book an appointment, Jacob is also on our website. Experts we trust. Adrian, any last things before we wrap it up?
No, just thanks for being here with us, and always good information, and excited to get these batteries installed on my house.
Okay,
It will be happening
Yes.
very soon. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, you got my number there, the 808-913-8249. You can send me an email or reach out to me by phone, call or text anytime, and be more than happy to help you out.
All right, Jake. So stay with us while we take them out with my
Yes.
video showing the progression of my hairline.